and join in the fun. Now, because there is some confusion surrounding cuspers, which is the transformation that takes place when one planet is leaving and another is entering. So, what this talks about is the transference of energy. For instance, I'm a Cancer. I'm also a cusper. So, when we go into the last month, the last days associated with the month of June, and we're entering into a new energy, what is taking place is the transference of energy. If you know that you are a cusper, that means that whole week, that whole entire week is associated with the transference of energy. Now, May typically is associated with Gemini, right? But there are some remnants of Taurus there as well. So if you know that your birth date falls in between cusp, then that means you embody both signs, both of them. Because he is a Gemini and he wants to come on and see if the distorted pantheons is going to make me flubber up my words. You were just talking about I was going to release the more reading to the public, and then you flubbered up your words and said, I mean, she's going to release it so someone on tier 3 could tell you what is happening. Now, the reason why this is important is some of you feel like you're not a certain sign. And because Cancer goes into Leo energy, a lot of you don't realize that you embody a lot of Cancer energy because you fall in between the cusp days. If somebody were to come to you and say, I'm a Leo, right? And you say, well, my birthday is this, that, and the third. You know that your birth date is on or around the last day that is documented to be a cusp day. Some may say to you that you are not a Cancer. And a Leo is going to definitely say that you are not a Leo. And this is because all cusp energies act different. They're neither nor. Because I am a Gemini Cancer cusp, I cannot be manipulated mentally. Geminis are air signs. That means they've mastered the air element. Whether or not if y'all think they have. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Those are thinkers. When I said spiritually two-faced, you thought Geminis was going to be mad at that. Now you understand that I embody Gemini energy through and through. You now understand when I come on, after I'm telling you I'm coming on, it's an upset. Now, for those that have been paying attention to the readings, when I do like this, and when I flubber my words, what he's saying, he doesn't realize that when he goes to work, everyone that watches me say, this him right here, in that voice. Because it's on you. It's on you. I said I am a Gemini Cancer cusp. I'm not a Cancer Leo cusper. My mother was a Leo. She was a brawler. When I said Cancers were not created to brawl, I meant that. Male or female. But that don't mean they can't. When I said Geminis is two-faced, the inikini you in your face and behind your back, all in the same breath, all on the same day. I meant that because I embody Gemini energy. You cross me, I'm gonna do the front and the back. You know what I'm talking about? And then I'm gonna slide you up under the bus with me. I told y'all that. I told y'all, I said, you throw me up under the bus, you coming with me. I might do a Iggy shuffle and you be up under there and I be somewhere driving it. You know what I'm talking about? I wanted to talk about Cusp energy. Now, some of you are not familiar with Cusp because you say, like, what is that? That is the transition from one sign to another. For instance, Gemini to Cancer, Taurus to Gemini. Some people say Taurus is real mean. I say they are. All the males and men that I have ever met have been aggressive. All of them. And they could brawl. All of them. I said this spiritually the other day, and I meant it. I have not seen a Taurus that cannot brawl because it's just something in them. Now, they're not the only sign. I'm just saying, for instance, you know because you got into it with a Taurus and he locked your jaw. Not only can they brawl, but they can take a punch. Just like Cancers. The women can. The Cancers I know, the Cancer women and females I know, they can take a punch. I know because I've took punches. Why y'all feel like nobody know that you can't brawl? I can tell you about 3 incidents that you lost. Then you went around the internet talking about you did this, that, and the third, and when he seen it, you took it down. I want to talk about Cusp energy because I want everybody to know if you fall on that cusp date or in that area. The reason why I say cusp date is because the person that initially did that was exact. Then everybody else piggyback. Y'all know how it go. These are astrologists. They study astrology. So they're exact. But when you factor in the multiverse, you understand what I'm saying? Different planes, dimensions, and verses. Now you see where that week is important. Because some of you feel like you're if we throw in Ophiuchus, y'all really gonna be messed up. If I went by the Ophiuchus calendar, I would be a Gemini. Some places. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Ophiuchus is that marking between Scorpio and Sagittarius. That's how I see it. It's somewhere in between there. In some places, Capricorn may be affected. Some are. If you put in Ophiuchus, the zodiac sun sign Ophiuchus, some of you wouldn't even be the sign that you think you are. In some places, you're accurate. It's the 13th zodiac sun sign. I just finished doing the more reading, y'all. And because this group feels that they extended something, they way over there, and I do mean way. I want to inform you and everyone else that is listening that there is multiple endings. Multiple endings. They are not the only ones that thought that. This has been going on for 10 years. I just entered into this phase 4 years ago. It's been going on for 10 years. So what does that mean? Either there was some that came before me that was the leader of the pack. They was already doing this. They was already tapped in, tuned in, talking to archangels, beings, ETs, and all of that stuff. It was something that came before me. They ascended to a higher height, and here I go. It's important for some of y'all to know this because it might be you next time. Now, when I said that the Big G was introducing a new faction, fraction, that too, into the mix, you want to be that. Some of you want to condemn others because they live out loud. When I already told you, I know what's going on with their energy because the Big G allows me to know. When you can't trap someone spiritually, you want to try to trap them with their words. And then you want to condemn them for things that you do behind closed doors. That's not finna fly. Now, I know who watches me. I know who should watch me, and I know who's going to watch me. You all don't understand. You know, the thing about it's like a rat pack. You ever seen someone that cannot brawl and just decide that they need you to come with them? They need you. Matter of fact, they just need you to take on the whole brawl. They gonna sit. After they finish running their mouth and playing monkey in the middle, they gonna sit. Some of y'all, that's what y'all want me to do because y'all caught on these distorted pantheons. And I'm sitting here mad because where they're at, they feel like it's necessary because of something that they did during their era. So I don't want no parts of them. But when they move, it's something different. Y'all don't understand. I said I don't want to work with them, and I meant that. I don't care if I ever work with these ones. I don't care if they are family. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't like the way they get down. Y'all want to call on my heritage for help against me. Now, you some of y'all not sharp. If I'm putting something on the table and you just now becoming aware of that energy, for one, to bet. Now, those that study it or believe that they study it know about Nabet already. However, you don't know who she was before she was Nabet or after. This is why I'm so interesting. Because once I connect the dots for you, you'll understand why she's Nabet. That reading is monumental. Y'all know of Osiris. You know of Heru. You know of the pharaohs. But you don't know who they were after. These are the major ones. These are the major ones because they're so interesting. If I'm presenting it for you to see, why would you think that you could call on them against me? When you get a distorted pantheon, this one right here, listen, you came out in my more reading because you requested to do a reading while I'm doing a members reading. You've did this 17 times. This is not a pantheon. This is another reader that I helped ascend, by the way. That feels like if she puts out a reading when I put out a reading, that she could copy one of the past ones and it'll make sense to y'all. But not just that. She wants to intercept messages coming from the pantheons that I use. I don't use no pantheon. I am one. Saragisias. Remember, I'm Saragisias. I'm Saragisi. What's her name again? Let me use the pendulum so I can figure out her name. Pika. That's my name. Now get mad. Y'all trying to figure out what my name is. You're using a pendulum trying to figure out my mint name. And I just told you it's Pika. When somebody see me on the street, they say, "What's up, Pete?" How you doing, mate? So now you know. How you feel? Oopit? Now listen, y'all. This reader, she's so nosy, right? And she feels like I'm futuristic. That's what she called me, futuristic, right? So all my readings about the future, and if she just tell a tall tale, it'll be in alignment because she gonna give up juicy tidbits. Just the Juicy Tidbits channel is mine. Spoiler, that's mine because I know you done ran across it. It's mine. It's Juicy Tidbits. It's my channel. Because this is all the stuff that they hear spiritually. Y'all sitting up there trying to figure out stuff about me that you feel is secret. And if you just ask me, I might tell you. Yeah, Pika 69, Pika Cancer. Yin Yang, Pika Yin Yang. CA me right now, BZ. She didn't even realize. She talking about 6'9". That's some old other. That is yin yang. This is what, how you figure you gonna be me and you not even smart enough. When I released the reading, cause she like, no, just give me time because she's supposed to release it on Monday. Girl, if she released this video early, just unsubscribe. You can follow me. My membership is $5. You can follow me. I copy all of her readings. So you gonna know later after it's done to you. And I'm gonna help them. That's her get down. She not as smart as the other ones. The other ones said, I'm gonna leave Ether alone. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back over here, do my twin flame readings and just not even bother with her. This one, she feel like she could run with the pack. She is 32 and the other one's 26. The 23-year-old, she just now got her right away. So y'all will see her in a minute. When I came on the scene, y'all, there was already a whole bunch of experienced readers. What these readers didn't realize is they were in a portal, just like me. So when they started talking about it's readers reading in the portal that got put in the portal by witches, don't say sorcerers, because you don't even know what a sorceress is. You learned that from me. Remember, you are high priestesses, and I'm not talking about professional high priestesses. Y'all love to get stuff started. She know how I know her. Y'all sitting up here, it was a whole bunch. And let me tell you something. When I came through, I didn't know at that time that I was coming through to release y'all up out of there because y'all shouldn't have been reading in that plane in the first place. When you moved, you encounter a Sifikino, and this is why that happened to you with the delusion. It's several of you that went through it. I can explain it to you. You don't need to get a one-on-one with reading with me because I know you're not going to. But I want them to feel open. It was already several experienced, wonderful readers reading. I am not an aider. But I also noticed what y'all was doing to them. And that's what y'all don't like. If they would have came out publicly and said they did an Isifio on me and now I have brain lapse, I can't eat, my chakras is all messed up. Professional high priestess did. She did. She said it. But y'all didn't understand what was taking place. I understand. Because y'all tried to do it to me. And I'm not the only one that y'all tried to do it to. The difference between me and the others is I'm a cherub. And I am the ascension paradigm shift leader. You understand what that means? That means that's what it means. And you're not going to do me like that. Or them. If I decide to say you're not going to do them like that, then you're not going to do them like that. Because I'm tired of y'all. I'm telling you, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all feel like y'all can get things started. What you did with the tarot reader, Mama Wata, was you emailed her like you did me. All y'all do that. All y'all do that. You said, such and such is talking about you. That's what you did with me. And when I blocked you and deleted it, that let you know right there. That's me. That's how I get down. I don't do hearsay. I'm saying this some beef sector ish right here. I didn't already watch the play out. I already know what they trying to do. Y'all just came on over to the spiritual community and started playing those games. That's all y'all did. These is channel holders doing this. When y'all realize that some of them is coming from the beef sector and not showing their face and just showing their hands, you'll understand why they so messy. When I noticed that my subscriber count had went up for the readers that's seeing this, I noticed that it happened within 2 or 3 days. I went from around 20-something thousand to 60,000 within 3 days. It skyrocketed. And some of y'all know that it is possible because it happened to you. But for those of you that have been stuck at 30,000 for years, it is because you were reading in a portal. And you still are. When I left out of the portal, mine stopped. It's backwards for y'all. It stopped because I fulfilled my contract. I ascended. Y'all have to understand this stuff that y'all talking about is real. When you ascend, that means you can't do what you did before. And for some of you, you can't live where you lived before. If you moved during an ascension, this type of ascension that I went through, that means you're going to have to move again. That's just that on that. Some of you already know it. You don't want to do it, but you're going to have to go through it for your peace. These is onlookers that feel like they're not making enough money. They know you have a spiritual gift and they want to tamper with it. When they found out that they was ascended beings and that they have telepathic communication, a telepathic connection with demonices, demons, they felt like they could say that they was a part of the underworld, and they're not. When I said a demon is just like saying you are O hemoglobin. It's your makeup. It's like saying I'm Native American, Indian, I'm Hispanic. It is because it has been dramatized on TV that y'all feel like that is something that you can't be, when that is what God created you. Just like I say, I'm a cherub. It's different types. If I were to tell you what type you were, you would be all in. You wouldn't be able to sleep. I'm the one that said orphans are meaner than demons. Y'all don't get that. The one that says, "What is your name?" He is not joking. He is an orphanum, not a demon. Y'all need to understand that I came here for a reason. You trying to block my pathway, but you're just opening it up to others that want to understand what is going on, what they've been reading, what they've been hearing about, what they're studying. Y'all feel like y'all just doing it so you can hold hold my money like it's yours. That's why y'all doing it, and it's bigger than my finances. When I get back to watching certain readers, it's only going to be a handful, just like it was before. Because all y'all copy one person. It was only a handful before, and when I go back, it's only going to be a handful. Mark my word. I have not watched another reader. I watched one reader. One reader. Is because I wanted to study her energy. And that was during the time I spent in my ascension home. Because I wanted to know why she was coming up after me. Because at that time, everybody was hashtagging my name so they could be seen with my videos. Don't act brand new because you know y'all all did it. Y'all all hashtag my name because according to y'all, I was the poppin' reader. Don't act like you don't see the most popular videos. Don't act like you don't see them. Those are all organic views. I do not purchase views. If I'm telling y'all that I'm here for a reason, and I know what's going on with you spiritually, I know what's going on with your channel, with your business, all of that stuff is because I do. People pay me to know. She wants to be me. She came out in the reading. Now listen, spoiler alert. When you went to Sephora, that sales clerk was laughing at you. He was trying to figure out which store brand you had on your face because you had orange undertones. My suggestion to you is to stop taking the samples. That's what I suggest to you. And the one that you got right now is not the shade for your face. When he tried to tell you that that is not right, when it sets, when it oxidizes, it's going to be a whole different color. Now, I want you to take a selfie because you say you've been studying the beauticians and the makeup artists here. So for those of you that say, why my head hurt, blah, 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 blah. When I told you it's not just a spiritual community, these are the ones that watch you and say, I want to be her. They do all kind of messed up stuff. It's not the ones in the tarot community that's doing it. I don't know why y'all feel like that. If she had to back somebody up off of her, then so be it. When I seen it, I said, I know what that is. Let me keep moving. At that time, I didn't watch her. Y'all wanted to place us in a beef, and you accomplished that. I already told you I don't have no enemies. And I mean that. She blocked me, I blocked her. That's just that on that. Whatever happened after that, I don't know. I'm going to tell you like this. When somebody got a Heskenar on them, they'll believe that anyone is doing anything to them from the person that's really doing it. I already know there was it was a conglomerate. It was a cahoots thing going on. She just didn't know that. When I said that one right there for me is the very same one that you promoting, she didn't understand that I knew. When she said she wears elaborate scarves and a whole bunch of, she didn't even realize because she don't be on your book. Yeah. See, all of y'all don't get it. These ones that decided that they was going to do videos about me and whoop, 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 is because I touched a nerve. I touched it. I touched you so smooth. You're the one that always at the river. The one with all the scars. The one you feel like she your buddy. You ain't got nothing to say to me. I want you to do another video so everybody know it's you. Share it. I'm not talking about, see, that's the problem. Y'all need to stop hearing me say names and decide you know who I'm talking about. I said professional high priestess. They know where you're getting ready to go with that. She did one, and whoever clicked on it, they got a virus on their phone. I thought that was funny. I said, don't click on it. Y'all thought she was exposing me or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was very mad, very upset. I told her that she needed to go out in the sun. And the next day, you know what happened? That curtain was raised. She was sitting by that window like, see, I'm in the sun. You see the effect ether has? I said, you looking kind of vampirish. I know you the one that's in my readings. And the next day she was sitting in the window. See the blinds is up. Y'all better stop playing with me. I am black. Why you want to play with me? The problem was I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing this. I called myself helping the people. And because I was helping the people, everybody decided that they wanted to be me or terminate me. You was up there talking about, I hope she is gone forever, because after that, I am Choctaw reading. Her views went up. Girl, my views been had went up. You was somewhere in Disikina in a delusion, because you keep going to that riverbank talking about, Yimmy ya, I'm your daughter. No, you're not. No, you are not. She feels like I've been watching. Girl, I blocked you. You remember? I blocked you. And I'm not the only one. Dwayne Hendricks blocked you too. Yeah. He said, that's the witches circle right there. You was one of the ones that was putting out satire about him years ago. Everybody know it. You just see somebody, and if they don't show you some attention, let me go live. If you had a name on the book, it wasn't monetized, and that's why you mad. I don't deal with no babas. I deleted all the babas. It was one that you were so interested in that would DM me. I imagine because he didn't want to be associated with you, because every time his light was on, you was DMing him. I told you that's the one that wanted to put me in the tent with his other wives. You wanted him bad. You know, the ones with the one with the locks, the long one. You wanted him bad. He was talking to me on the phone. We was FaceTiming and ish. Look. We was FaceTiming. You know what I'm saying? He get on FaceTime with me and start smiling, you know, walking and talking and stuff, you know, going to get his ishikina, his supplies. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know where he is. I am still popular. All the ones that you wanted want me. How about that? You talking about the one that lives in New York and he travels to Ghana? That's who I'm talking about too. I'm talking about him. Right now, he is 36. He was a youngster. He was a youngster back then. He's 36 or 38. 38. He was young. He is 42. I said, you too young for me. When he told me his age, I said, you way too young for me. He wasn't lying about Oshun being his spiritual wife. You know what he did? He had days. Oshun get her own day. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Cause you don't know the specificity, not craft. You don't know. He was really one of them. And y'all sitting there talking about Ether thinks she's all of that. Ether knows she all of that. I could be 102 and still get somebody 32 if they off in that ish. They're going to be like, bring that here, right now. Y'all can't do that. I'll be every bit of 102. Talking about, you little young whippersnapper, come here. You better stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. They thought they could come for me, the whole crew. This is the reason why I shut down my comment section in the beginning. Y'all know that. Because they started coming and leaving comments to each other on my channel. I'm like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Hunters Point. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all doing that 90210 stuff on my channel? Look, check this out. Shut down. Y'all acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here. I shut it down. This is my channel. You go over there, look all gloomy, all dark. One decided she was gonna do a pendulum swing. She was shaking, so I said, this girl is moving the pendulum in the direction that she wanted to go. And she knows she was doing it because now her nerves is bad. She got carpal tunnel. Because you don't play with people like that. You don't do that. They wanted attention. Bad publicity is good publicity, remember? Now, if I'm a nobody, then why you, I'm not focused on you. I did that video and then I privated it because I wanted everybody that was watching to laugh. And that's what they did. They laughed at you. And your channel. I said I had about 3,000 people blocked. Everybody say when they get on here, road to 100K. They thought they was gonna stop that. How about the Big G decide if you get 100K viewers, 100K subscribers, 100K finances? The Big G decides that. She was sitting there saying, either not lying about 6 figures because she know what she make. Y'all sitting up there, y'all thinking y'all see 56,000 in 3 hours. Those are the ones that are poor. They were poor before me and they're poor right now. I told you, if you're getting 38,000 views a week on a video, you are in 6 figures the later, not the beginning like I was. I had one video that boosted me. One. A combination of all the videos that I did in 2 years is what put me in 6 figures. Y'all getting supposedly 46,000 views a week. You should be in a mansion. I want to see y'all mansion. If I was getting 50,000 views every 2 hours, I would be in a mansion. I'm just sitting here, I'm waiting to release this more reader. You know what I'm talking about? The thing about Hezekiahs, they'll make you think an enemy is your friend, and your friend is an enemy. Some of you, that was your pathway to ascension, you readers. Because I know you're associated with several of these groups because of your occupation, you're going to know your energy when it comes out. That is it.